What is up, ladies and gents? It's Noli here. Welcome to day one of the Alesso Heist teaser page. Really excited, actually. I didn't think I would be. This was, in and of itself, a bit of a confusing collaboration. So, Alesso, who's an electronic music producer and disc jockey, he produced some music which fit very much so in Payday's style, and a track itself called Payday, and it really wasn't a bad song, even for someone like myself who isn't necessarily a huge fan of that genre of music. But this seemed to come from some sort of personal interest he maybe had in the game, along with the Overkill crew contacting him in one way or another. But it's resulted in this sort of strange collaboration which may not immediately fit, but looks like it could be very, very exciting, especially after we had the nightclub level and all the fun you could have there. We're basically getting Nightclub 2.0, Nightclub Harder. First of all, as ever, this beautifully well-drawn poster here. It looks really nice, and I think this is displaying the overall vibe of the heist. It's showing one or two things, the fact that maybe stealth is almost certainly going to be an option. Also, we're definitely going to be going loud in one way or another, depending on the way you choose to do it. But these neon, vibrant colours really sum up the overall style of the heist we are going to be seeing. So, not an awful lot is known thus far about the heist. This is why it's only day one. I'm going to keep you guys updated every day with the stuff coming up, news about this heist, and it's almost undoubtedly going to get the Thursday release, as many updates on Payday are. So, that's exciting. I really am surprised by how much I'm looking forward to it. Let's listen to what Bane has to say. Gang, listen up. Those Genset goons think they've put together an impenetrable vault. To listen to them, you would think they found the holy grail of security. But we're going to show them that their holy grail is really the holy fail. Alright, I cringed ever so slightly then. They're displaying it at the arena downtown. Head there and bust that vault open. And here's a special bonus. Alesso himself is playing there. Whether you go in loud or quiet, his concert will be the perfect cover. Okay, so let's talk about one or two things that Bane maybe is giving away here. First of all, we're breaking into a vault. This is very much standard affair. Gensec's here to show off their prized possession, this impenetrable vault. We don't know how we're going to drill into it, even if we're going to be using a drill. But what we do know is there's a vault, and for whatever reason, Gensec, who want to show off their vault, have also decided to put some very valuable things in the vault. Either that or, we're just showing off for the fun of it. But what you're also going to hear is that Alesso's concert is going to mask the noise of the heist, which is a bit ridiculous. But it seems to be suggesting that in no way, shape or form you're necessarily going to be involved in the concert. I don't know if this is entirely true. But it makes it sound like the concert is going to be background noise, just reminding you of, yeah, there's a song by this guy called Payday. It's pretty cool. We'll see as the days go on whether we're going to get a greater involvement. I want it to be the disc jockey, I'll be honest. You'll see here, first of all, you want to hear more of Alesso's music. If these kind of songs really do float your boat, they may not float mine necessarily, but like I said, Payday is a good track. Check out his SoundCloud. And of course you can purchase these over on iTunes. The heist itself is $7. Now, that's very much the same amount we've been seeing recently for a lot of the full heist updates. Remember, this heist will almost certainly be playable as long as you search for it. You just can't instigate it or be host of this heist if you don't purchase it. So the price may seem a bit steep. You can still play it whether you buy it or not, but I'm sure it'll come with some extra goodies, including more than likely a weapon and most certainly some masks, I suspect. And probably some nice little sound trick tidbits, I hope. Now, here's the plan. We don't get an awful lot. We get a very, very vague layout of the land. But from these screenshots, it seems like, as I said, the concert's going on in the background with some sort of pre-rendered stuff. I'm expecting the music for this heist to be very, very top-notch. But we're clearly in some sort of control panel area. This makes me think that in one way or another, we may be messing around with what's going on stage, which could be cool. But at the end of the day, our main objective is to break into Gensec's vault, which they've decided to put in this massive arena they apparently own. This is the screenshot I think that excites me most. Look how beautifully different this heist looks to a lot of the other things we've seen. So vibrant, so in tune with what we were hoping for with this heist. And despite it being a bit, at face value, a bit of a corny collaboration, this could in and of itself be a very good standalone heist, and I really hope it is. You're already seeing this is as previously mentioned, going to be doable loud. I'm looking at very long sight lines, nice little cover positions, really, really wide open spaces. It's got the makings of a very, very good loud heist. Here we have a very similar tight enclosed space. As you can see, we're not just going to be, this is not just going to be taking place in main halls and atriums. We're also going to be going down seemingly below ground, around some of the less highbrow areas in the facilities, and that includes the kitchens, as you see here. There are a couple of things you're seeing in the background, including slightly different looking security guards, so it would seem on the left hand side of your screen. But it's nice to see a heist using a load of different environments. It's something we've not necessarily seen enough of, if you ask me. Moving on over to this screenshot, you can see stealth is definitely an option. You don't have to mask up from the start, so casing mode is a thing. You're also seeing some new NPCs to suit the concert feel, and a new security guard who probably will function very much the same way, just a reskin and texture, but he looks pretty nice and fitting, so good stuff we're seeing here. A lot of it's graphical, but everything looks just fantastic. Moving on, the final screenshot, things do not look quite as fantastic down here, but like I said, different environments and the return of vehicles, but I feel like probably the best done vehicles, that being the forklift trucks, which really benefit from the ability to move bags and things around. I really hope the forklift trucks are actually used in a different way this time. Excuse me, out of nowhere, a phone call. It is in fact my birthday tomorrow, so just someone calling to wish me a happy birthday. Just getting out the blue, you know, you can't plan for these things, but I wasn't going to scrap that whole load of commentary. I was quite happy with how it went, so I do apologise. Not very like me. Try and be slightly more professional, but you know, let's just roll with it. It is my birthday after all. As I think I was saying, forklift trucks. I'd love to see them not only be used as a carrying tool, because I thought that was great. I hate carrying bags on my back now that this is an option, but also seeing some sort of maybe ramming capabilities, lifting of that door, as you can see in the far corner. Please have a little more interaction with the vehicles to make them feel a little more worthwhile. But as you can see, a different environment, which is certainly something different and nice to see, especially if you're going to be doing this one loud. And in fact, if you're going to be doing it quiet as well, I imagine this can be a very fun heist. Done both ways, it's great to see another heist where you get a lot of choice. And I'd love to see how this is going to affect the experience system on this heist. You know, are you going to be rewarded for making more stealthy decisions? Or is going loud going to be harder and you're going to get longer but more rewarding objectives there? Really excited to see how this heist goes. I hope it functions as a lot more than just a bit of, you know, collaboration, sponsored product placement, basically. I'd love to see this be more than that, and it's certainly shaping up to be exactly that. Can't wait to see the little added extras we get as well for that price. I'm sure there will be mass, and I'm almost pretty certain there will be a weapon of some sort. But that's it for day one. I'm going to be coming back with day two for you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see the little extras we're getting and maybe a couple more screenshots of how this heist is going to work. I'm going to go back to the Witcher now. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.